What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, we have to talk about Stu Macher in Scream 5 or Scream 2022. So, a little bit of interesting news that came out a few hours ago or early this morning was a behind-the-scenes, kind of a cut-for-time picture of Stu, I guess, recreating Scream 1. Now, it's a little confusing how everything kind of pieces together, so I'll kind of go through how I see it. If it's wrong, it's wrong, and I have no problem with, being told that it's wrong, and you guys let me know what you think in the comments, but I ultimately want to talk about if it means anything for his future. So, what I want to do first is we have to remember the I guess Easter egg, right? When it was Kirby, the Kirby is alive, or Kirby's interview, and then at the bottom where it's like, did the real Stu Life Macher survive? Okay, so if we look at that image, it actually, I think, I don't know if it's the exact same image, but it's the exact same scene. It's Stu laying down, and you can see, the kind of blood running down his sweater, and then you see the TV. You see the very tip of the TV. Now, this new picture is the entire thing. It's literally, they recreated it. I mean, you could see the person. Now, the only reason I say I think it's technically framed different, and again, maybe this is just my eyesight. If you look at did the real life Stu Macher survive, I feel like one of his arms, his right arm, if we're looking at our left side, I think it's up. At least that's what I can kind of see. Maybe my eyes are just playing a trick on me, but then when you see the behind-the-scenes picture, his arms are down. So again, it's recreating Scream 1. One thing I want to quickly point out, though, just for fun, we're just joking around here, although, no, I mean, the pants are not, they're not the same pants, the pants that they did versus the pants that Stu actually had. So maybe they didn't watch the movie 101 times, maybe they only watched it 100 times. But so we have that. Now, the question I have, right, is, well, technically, we see that picture is the real life Stu Macher survive or whatever, right? But what I've seen online is that there were actually supposed to be crime scene photos of the multiple killers. Maybe, remember back when Google said that he was in the movie and also Jill, that she was in the movie as well, Emma Roberts? I almost wonder if they were going to do these pictures and just show these people, straight out dead, and that's why Google had listed them for that short period. That's just that's completely just a theory, but it would make sense if you showed all of the people dead, and you would be showing Stu and you'd be showing Jill in these photos. Now, I guess jumping ahead, this would be a crime scene. This is the crime scene of Stu with the TV on his head. So the thing is this. Okay, there's obviously the debate, right, if Stu survived or not. And I've said it before, kind of where I stand, and it's an interesting kind of spot, I would say, that I stand. I don't love the fact that it feels like they want him to be dead so badly, but at the same time, they've left the door open every single time, including, obviously, I guess we're talking about radio silence, right? I think it's very clear they want him dead, and they probably do think of him as dead, but they don't want fans to stop talking about it because it's just free advertisement, it's free promotion, it's getting fans excited in one way or another, right? And so they don't want them to shut up, and so they're not going to actually confirm it, maybe ever. And honestly, this is another sign, in my opinion, this is another sign of that. I think because they were going to do this, right? This was going to be a shot of Stu's crimes, which means this is, a little while after the actual attack. The paramedics and stuff go in. Like, I think he'd be dead. I think he truly would be dead. I think, again, and showing this shot, I think probably, again, indicates from their mind that he is dead. But the interesting thing, and again, where they get themselves, not us, we don't get them into trouble. They get themselves into trouble. They cut it. So the thing is, like, how do you view behind the scenes, or not even behind the scenes? This isn't behind the scenes. This is technically, it's a deleted shot. It's a deleted picture. How do you take deleted things that weren't in the movie but are still included, say, in like the special features, when the movies release, at home? Do you consider that canon? I'm very 50-50 with that. For some things, I have considered it canon. Like for Pirates of the Caribbean, there's a behind the scenes in Pirates 3 that explains the lore that I think is actually incredibly important that needed to be in the movie, and it wasn't. So I consider it canon, but I don't know if you can officially do that. And again, that's where they kind of just get them. It's fun. I mean, this entire thing is fun. I'm not pacing back and forth, on my whiteboard and drawing, the lines, the red rope, right, and being like, is Stu alive? I'm not doing that, but I think it's just fun that, again, here's another example of, they were they were most likely gonna, well, obviously they shot this, they took a picture, they filmed an actual scene, right? Or in some way, more like maybe they just shot a picture, and it's like they were more than willing to do that, which means in their head, what did they think? Well, let's show the killers who died, and if that was a shot in the killers who died segment, well, obviously he died. But again, the thing is they cut it, and they cut it, and they used part of the picture to do the Easter egg on the lap. So it's like, well, what do you, again, you're doing it to yourself. Why did you cut it? If you're going to do it, that would have been such an easy chance to say, hey, here's all the crime scenes, here's all the crime reports. Here, let's look at all, like maybe they're doing investigation into the killers. How did they die, or are they all still dead, stuff like that. And you could say, yeah, they're all dead. Look, here's the reports right here. That wouldn't be that, like out there in terms of like trying to force it in, cram it into the movie for it to make sense. I think it would have worked relatively well. So it's just another example of, I think they don't want to do it. Now that doesn't, in my opinion, that doesn't mean like they're getting ready to, bring him back in 6. I think all that it means is they like, I think more than anything else, they like the conversation. They don't want it to stop. And if you declare Stu dead permanently and you say that out loud in a movie, and again, I mean it's only this one, right? But you can't really, 3 was gonna have him, and then Columbine, and then 4 obviously was just so different and stuff, so it's hard to like even use 3 and 4 as references. Really, you just have to use 5. I think they want us talking, and I think they perceive him as being dead, but I don't think they're ever gonna, I really think that, maybe that's a bold prediction, I don't know if they'll ever say if he's alive or dead. I wouldn't be surprised in 6 if they again maybe do an Easter egg or a mention of him, but again, they do not confirm that he's actually dead, just to kind of keep the conversation alive. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you're all subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, so you know when all these videos go up. If you want to follow me anywhere else, all my social media is in the description below, along with our Patreon and YouTube memberships. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.